Okay, so let's talk to this racist about the drug peddling, huh?
Looking for something, Aunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I found this mug in the trash. Yours?
Oh man, oh man, that's great.
I don't know why I
Look
showed
at
him
that guy
this.
go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while.
Is it yours?
God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
True. Yeah, you're a lorry man, right? What's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He takes a long drag on his cigarette. Why not? Because it's the perfect specimen, right?
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector.
Of course.
They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
Hold on, they make alcohol in Almara too. I was told they do.
I don't go for that foreign piss. Proper booze is made in Mundi. Or sometimes I like a dram of that Yugograd vodka. Koikos and worse much, but they do no booze.
So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez then?
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
That's technically not what we asked him.
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other Caminours have left.
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass like ass cancer.
Ew.
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know anything what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Oh, that sucks for you.
It's a fucking travesty is what it is.
Okay, do you have any idea who might be running drugs through Terminal B then?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang, that beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well.
Wait, he's a lorry driver as well, that street vendor?
Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer stuff after he broke the seals on his Humanox lorry. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He's your man, alright? 100%.
I didn't realize he was a lorry driver. I will talk to him as well.
I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sealang himself has to say.
Yep. Guess we need to pay Sealing a visit then.
Guess so.
We're done for now. But we will talk to the lady and then the other guy that we like. Excuse me. Where is she? I'll find her eventually. Oh. Here she is. Can you talk to this lady, Kim?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
Snap your fingers in front of her face. I know Kim stopped us the last time.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality.
The smile on her face has disappeared. replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you alright, ma'am? You were out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
When else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. So who's Gabriel Bengero then?
This is Gabriel Buendero.
She shows you the photograph in the lavish amber frame. Take a look.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she conjured up. Well, yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow and she appears to take your measure.
While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mesk is a massive confederation on the Isola of Muindi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and, as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Right, so I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
She gets gruff suddenly.
They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She looks around.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Right, I have some questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railings of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos and knickknacks line the dashboard.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Okay, what are you hauling then, love?
Diamonds?
Diamonds, really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
I guess, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
Well, what if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand? Hermenegildos' bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her thing.
I need to ask about the drugs first, Kim.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Wait, why is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case, but connected to this woman tuning out. Like
Okay. Oh, she's on drugs. And he's like, I don't want you to talk about drugs with her because otherwise you might be inclined to try those drugs. At least that's how I imagine it. That's kind of sweet. Okay, let's change the subject then.
A pale dream is what it is.
She nods her head according to a rhythm known only to her, staring at the photo in her hands. So, yeah, I don't really understand this whole thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
the Boyadero, Boya for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mesk. He is a rugged individualist and explorer.
Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Magritte, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
I think I see where this is going. Not a happy ending, huh?
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he rides off
Oh,
because the Western Plain is calling to him.
that's not where I thought that was going.
You have to understand. A true Boyadero needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a Boyadero.
I guess.
What if to truly love a Boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
Can I see the soles of your boots, love?
Now what do you want with an old woman's boots, Sheriff?
For police business?
I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguerro. You are no Gabriel.
She's wearing sturdy workers' boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather.
Alright, and now the other one, please.
Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now, there was a real man.
Alright, nice, thank you. She puts her foot down.
Moreover, the boots were size 37, tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all this.
Right, so probably not been there.
Another discrepancy, although not boot-related, is the coronation of His Innocence Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago.
Wait, what do you mean it was the coronation of Franco Negro?
It was. And then it was no more. And I was no longer holding my father's hand. He was no longer descending the stairs in Ryle. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Jerife who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember.
As she says carnival, she gestures to the empty square with the statue and the machine.
Ah, okay. Well, Kim, she is not odd soul. These boots are not the boots that made the prince.
I could have told you that from just looking at them. The size is 37.
I've worked that out myself.
The feet of a little girl, they fit well on the pedals.
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare.
The adversary? We talked about Satan here?
Yes, there is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole.
Okay.
Those epithets are familiar somehow. The great adversary, the great unrest.
That's not really what I was getting at.
Then what were you getting at?
I wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know, the thrill of the criminal lifestyle?
Loman, what in the name of God are you talking about?
Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
You said earlier you didn't know what cargo you were hauling. Could it be drugs?
Just this month I made half a dozen trips from Saramiris to Grat on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiris to Grat, Loman?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking you!
It's diamonds, Loman, obviously.
Okay. Alright, if you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also, he's the only one I can see from here.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Okay. If you're not involved with drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
He closes his notebook to stress it. Thank you for now, love.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
Her voice trails off. Okay. Hey, guy.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
What do I see in his eyes? Okay, you seem like a man who knows about drugs. I love how I'm just like not being subtle at all when I'm asking these people.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
He folds his hands behind his head and leans back.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Okay, do you finance those other addictions by... Do you finance those other addictions with drug trafficking?
Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to pull some sort of an entrapment thing on me?
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a person to commit a criminal offense that the person would have otherwise been unlikely to commit, usually through some trickery, persuasion, or fraud.
Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Then why are you still hanging around then?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Okay, who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
He's a poet, hit him with your best verse. What does that have to do with anything?
Your best verse? You don't even have a bad verse in here. Just tumbleweed and liquor stains. Wait, no. What are you doing?
She broke me. She fucking broke me.
That's brutal, man. But you know, time will...
No, stop. He's already mortified.
No, Tommy. These are my rhymes. Listen. She fucked me till I bled. What? What?
That's,
Yeah, I deserve that one morale loss.
In the name of God, what are you doing?
I will never be the same again. She's always there. Fuck the case, fuck everything. Total doom.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. These are your rhymes. They're from your life. Doesn't matter if they're robust, they're honest. So, thanks, man.
He doesn't know what to say.
Yes, and I also thank you for stopping. We have a drug investigation to return to. How about we do that?
Oh, and my empathy could go. My thingy. He liked my emotional poem, so it's now 58% chance of doing it. What do I see in his eyes? Let's try it again.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Yeah, you look sad, man. What's going on with you?
I'm okay, man. Just the jams got me down. The fumes, the chemical rainbows, the tarpaulin stretched on the frames and the dull engines off.
Right. The man recedes into his days of words.
Maybe the full-on direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Okay, that's all for now then. Bye. We shall never talk to this guy again. I'm so embarrassed. Sorry. Okay, so let's talk to... Oh, what's here? I've got something on my map. Why do I have my sleeping dog work? It's only there. Maybe something's changed? I'm not exactly sure. Okay. Hey, dude. Drugs. Do you know him?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
The street vendor assures you. So, Silang, what's your stance on drugs?
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives.
For a moment, he's unsure how to respond.
Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs.
He kisses his fingers. We're looking for a lorry driver who's transporting drugs out of the harbour. He or she is in this traffic jam.
That's so cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But I am not a lorry driver. I am just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that.
He points to the goods. But you are a lorry man. Another driver has identified you and your lorry.
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does. He's a hater.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
He stops to think.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream.
He spreads his arms. So you forgot to tell me then, huh?
Exactly. It's such a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole with ingenuity.
Okay, stop squirming, Silang. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbour?
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd.
But have you seen that crowd?
And what crowd is that?
Exactly, Kim, exactly. Might not get involved with them, but you can point them out to us, right?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
He doesn't want to talk about them. He's afraid.
What are you afraid of, Silang?
Look. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on. Yeah, let's do it this way. We're not going to say your name, Silang. If you help us out, no one will ever know it was you.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
He shakes his head. It doesn't sound like it is, but let me just double check. Is this lady driver the old woman back there? Dazed out strange?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved. I told you.
It could be. She was strange.
Okay, so who are these other drivers who talk?
All of them. I don't know. I told you all I know. Are we cool now? I really want us to be cool now.
Yes, we're cool now.
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're cool now then.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detectives. Both of you. You deserve it.
I'll leave you to it for now. So what's this saying? Find out who the lady driver is and where's her lorry. So we'll talk to the racist because I can't stand to talk to this other guy again. I'm very embarrassed about our last conversation. So we'll see if the racist wants to talk about the lady. Hello.
Looking for something, Aunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up, where's the lady driver?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He smirks. Then why are you smirking?
Listen up, fuckwits. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinez. You don't run anything.
So who does? The lady driver?
No. He means La Puta Madre.
A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock. Controls what is probably the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West.
Right.
Looks like the lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this.
Yeah, him.
Cross your arms and nod.
Then I presume you are familiar with his peonies.
Yeah, they're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions.
He says, unsure where this is leading.
Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. Dirty fucking peonies who'd do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts.
Say nothing. Kim's got this covered.
You're not peonies. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were.
No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of Madre's drivers were to be stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to find out who that is. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Padre Madre angry. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief.
I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Carters Guild.
You've seen the corpse in the yard, yes? You took a peek. I know you did. Does it look like his friends protected him?
Nah, you wouldn't just leave him out there if you...
He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends.
The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up as best I could. Now it's on you to finish the job. Be careful. This man's still got some fight in him by the looks of it. It won't be easy to break him.
Oh. Okay. Okay, can I change clothes now? No, I can't because it's in the other one. No, go away. Make him tell you what he knows.
The main thing is to not overdo it, even when you're trying to scare someone. The most important thing is, how does it look on your resume?
Okay. So why don't you and me step outside for a little talk?
What? What do you think we're doing right now, runt? We're outside talking.
Damn it. I meant, do you want to find someplace private to... No, shit.
There's some kind of homo thing?
No, of course not. Just tell me what you know.
Make me, runt.
He blows a cloud of smoke right in front of your face.
We'll just have to ask someone else about the lady driver. Let's go.
God damn it. Sorry, Kim. I need a bit of that, okay? I'm really sorry, Kim. I didn't have good half-light. Hey.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know this lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
Look, I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She may be involved with the drug business.
Man, I was hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
Okay, who is this person? What's her name?
Thank God I don't know. People here call her the Lady Driver. She kept her name a secret. From me too. Now I see why.
Who is she to you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay?
Okay, what does she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Dyed. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Then she may have dyed it again.
Okay, I asked you who was conducting the drug trade. You said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it.
He still is, hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery.
Fine, when did she leave?
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person, I know that much.
We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation.
That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience.
It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only.
I don't believe you.
You said she's troubled. How?
She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me too. That she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Okay, and when she left, did she leave her lorry behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her.
I've
who
already
weren't afraid of her.
tried.
They'd be more than happy to rat her out.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something.
I doubt she'd know anything.
Push Tommy, and it will break his heart. And his spirit. Don't expect him to
Oh.
be
Okay, fine, I'll drop the matter for now. Let's try and find another way. Let's see if the old
Thank you,
woman knows
friend.
anything.
Wow, this makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too.
That's all for now. What did the other guy need? We needed like half-light, didn't we? Do we have anything that helps with that? No, we got something that makes it worse. So we might have to level that up and try again. Just get around there. Hi, lady.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
Alright, are you the lady driver? We know she's not the lady driver.
Did you just call me a lady, Herife?
She clearly doesn't think she's a lady. Don't repeat it.
Okay, well, I've told of a woman driver. You're the only woman here.
I'm not that either, Herife. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul.
So you're not the driver everyone is terrified of?
I'm only terrifying to small children and to those who used to know me.
Why are you scary to the people who used to know you?
Because they can no longer recognize the person I once was.
You said a long haul, that's...
The big ones, the trucks. There's no women and men there, it's all just...
She hums along as if to a track on repeat.
In the middle of this town, there's a ghostly motorway. It takes all the people where they want to stay.
Okay, so then who is the female driver I was told of?
How should I know? Do I look like I spend a lot of time with the other communers sniffing around when I have my movies to go to?
Okay, that's all I needed to know, thanks.
Oh, Sim.
The woman stares at you, her mind elsewhere now, on other matters. Okay, so we totally fucked up with the racist, and I really don't want to upset the other guy. He's nice. I want to be friends with Tommy. I don't want to force him to talk. So we will come back later in the day. Let's go explore the underground, or whatever it is. What is it called? The doomed commercial area. Let's search for a malignant entity. Hey, Passant. Open these curtains.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room.
Yep.
A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Pull the curtains open.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little Seminese wards, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
A small, terrified O escapes from Passant as she tries her best to look away, her round face buried in her hands. Okay, it's a bit dark, so let's... Nope. Tools. Let's pop this on. Give us a bit of light, eh? Oh, never mind, huh? Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. What's this? A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Let's go down here then.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Well then, let's unlock the door with the key.
After exerting some force, you manage to turn the key. It's eerily silent. The door slides slightly open, letting a draft of cold air into the room.
Oh, we don't need Kim to go first. Let's open the door and enter. Oh, Kim wants to talk to us. Hey, Kim.
What is this place?
The lieutenant stares at the dusty training equipment. It looks like a gym to me.
Yes, but no one's been here in ages.
He draws a stripe on the dusty floor with his foot.
I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
Okay. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. Ooh, ooh! It's a ball. Do you think that'd work for the guys? A ball used for playing shot put, a favourite pastime of elderly gentlemen. You feel like you should hold on to this and make good use of it. To sell such a beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. I know where that can go. The poster says Citius Fortis. The rest have worn off.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its wet
Oh
plates.
no.
It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with. Lift them. There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard. Why does it feel so familiar?
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone.
Okay.
It's just a memory.
Obviously, it's a memory, huh?
A memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
Yeah, look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on this barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
Yeah, what kind of bastard would just remove the collars? Should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
I'm not even going to attempt to try that right now. I might come back for it, but for now we'll leave. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. Okay. So let us continue. Oh, it's a bit dark in here. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. It's getting creepier now. Ugh. Why is that there? A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. We should give that to the whirling and rags to replace the one that I tore down. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Okay, so I can't get around that way. So let's. What is that? A naked mannequin? Torso, strange yellow colour. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. It's very spooky in here. I think the music doesn't help. Okay. Skis with slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Rotor blades bearing a slipstream logo. I leveled up again. I should definitely try doing some more. Which one was the other one that I wanted to do? Half-light, maybe. Give it an attempt. What is that? That looks useful. That looks like it's $50. 50 real. This cube-like crisscross of filaments feels oddly fragile in your hand. Its intricate structure covered in dust. Silver tape on the side reads production schedule notes. This filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. I don't want to sell it until I might need it. Excuse me. But where are the clothes it used to display? What, the thing? Is there anything further up here? There's a door. Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe.
This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer.
A radio computer.
Oh,
Just sitting here without anyone inside.
says the lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine. You sound surprised and a bit cautious.
This is the Ream Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a Ream-compatible printer.
Do you think I should turn it on?
We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it.
Turn on the machine.
The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open.
Okay, so that's what this thing goes in, right? Look at inside the compartment.
It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment.
Alright, insert the production schedule.
Like a smooth draw, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
Then press play.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Have you stirred the ghost of the doomed commercial area from its rest? Could this be its dismembered heart beginning to flutter? The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good morning. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Elysium Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
What? What's the production schedule?
The filament you have inserted into the reader.
You mean the glowing thing I put inside?
Yes. Is that the production schedule?
Yes.
Good. Please repeat the password.
Password? Of course it would have a password. That's why there's a human administrator involved. You should ask her for a hint.
Oh. Yeah. Password? I'm really bad at passwords. Can you give me a hint?
No.
A hint system is not part of the protocol for repeater stations.
Yeah, then I'm afraid I don't know the password.
Received. I will register this login attempt.
Don't worry. Passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later.
Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
Why did you call me Fortress Accident?
Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered to.
Okay, do you have any other information about this company?
One moment.
You hear her flip through a catalogue before she reads out with studious care.
Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive call-in radio games. That's what the catalog says.
Oh, is this the most best, whatever it said, RPG? And what's this interactive call-in radio game?
Any other questions?
The static drowns her response. Any other questions you hear her ask when the connection finally improves? So you're not a machine, are you? You're a person.
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Hello, Yvonne.
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Okay, but where are you? How did you know where I am?
I work as a repeater at the East Elysium repeater station. It's my job to know where you are, Fortress Accident.
Okay.
As for me, well, I am sitting in my cubicle, surrounded by a wall of radios.
Doesn't it get lonely? sitting there all by herself.
Oh, doesn't it get lonely doing this job?
Lonely? Why would it get lonely? I get to talk to people all day.
For the first time, you hear her chuckle through the rustle static.
That's why she does this.
Now, please tell me if there's anything else I can do for Tres Accident.
That's all for now. Press off silence.
Thank you, and goodbye.
The old lady's voice disappears along with the static.
Tiles on the cube are still smouldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard.
Let me leave that for now. Let's see if we can find a password around here, Kim. What are these then?
This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient.
What am I looking at?
Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
So are we dealing with something medical here?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. They must have had massive airwidth. These things don't come cheap.
Wait, what? If it's a game, then who's playing?
Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this is gone, left unrealized.
Ah,
There's no way a little basement studio working here could pull anything like this off.
that's sad.
My god. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
The lieutenant leans closer, his fingers tracking the maddening rhizome. The cost of air width alone must have been huge.
Exactly. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained fingers clean against his jacket. What else? Squints at the lines.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
So this must not be the chimney that we were talking about then. Let's have a look here.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings then.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind?
Maybe.
One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
The lieutenant can't help but comment. Yeah, who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. This is like a game maker place, isn't it? So
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Well, one of them is a walking supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Lieutenant nods at the Watkins' facial hair. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Like, I understand them drawing the characters, but why on the white chalkboard?
Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Well, it's just like they can't put it onto the computer or anything. But I guess this has been educational, but let's move on from the Watkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
And for what? All gone.
Well, let's look at the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow.
Okay. That'll be like the ideas of the locations, won't
Entire
it?
oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. You see primitive oil rigs built into glaciers, boreal dvorg, yurts under the snow, great mammoth-like beasts of burden. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe."
Okay. This sounds like an awesome game, but unfortunately it's gone. So let's inspect the schedule.
This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. Minimi stands for a mini-meeting. It's part of a bigger framework for managing work called RUN. Station 41 tried to implement it a few years ago, but failed.
Keep reading. What happened?
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Aww.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothing. Nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
One of those could be a password.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Looks like a failed business. The only question is, what the hell were they making?
Yes, that is the question.
The lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands. I thought it was a game.
Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box.
It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers.
Utter madness, he thinks, as a compliment.
Has nobody done that before?
Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Graz, Messina, Königstein. You know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. We just don't have the technology.
And this was a role-playing game then?
Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the WeWorld board game, with heat death thrown in.
How were they planning to do it then?
Through call-in stations. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game, as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts.
Seems overly complicated.
Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people. possibly divided into sub-frequencies.
And you think that they ran out of money? What do you think happened to the company?
No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard.
Wow.
Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but
The world is cold and lonely. This will keep it company. Let's finish it.
it's too late for that, I'm afraid.
A half smile breaks out on his face. It's too late for that, I'm afraid, he says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor.
Okay, let's keep moving.
Okay, so we've got two ways to go. We've got a door over here. Oh dear. That leads to the outside. Let's go back in. No. I'll come back this way. But I will look what's down here first.
An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. It covers half the room, blocking the way into a colossal industrial chimney. This must be where the entity lives.
Knock on it.
What an odd thing to do. Nothing happens.
Knock on it harder.
Still nothing. No one's home.
Knock even harder.
Those curtains
Ouch.
prove to be surprisingly sturdy. Your fist hurts now. If this is really an entrance to the chimney, then there must be a furnace somewhere as well. Maybe there's another way to get in.
I'm an idiot.
Can you please try to refrain from attacking random things?
I can try. Blow gently on your bruised knuckles.
Thanks. In any case, there's no way we can get in right now. Let's investigate further.
Okay. Oh, I can't believe I did that. I can't believe that hurt. I should have realised, but like, it's stupid me. Shoes in a puddle of melting snow. Oops. Take call. Another postcard, huh? Do I have my bag in my hand? Oh. Does someone live here? I feel like they do. I feel like it's a real person. So the sunlight has made this postcard almost completely sepia-toned. Midtown traffic passes overhead. The ghosts of skyscrapers disappear into a beige midday mist, vapor rising from the delta on which the district was built. This postcard was prepaid. Okay. So yeah, I just broke my fist. Let us leave the building. Ooh. Hell yeah. Can I get up there? No. Yes, I can. You just didn't want to. Ooh, what's that over here? An ice cream maker. Defrosted and unplugged. Oh. What's that over there? The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Can I get through? The rusty rifles are hidden above the piping look inoperable. And someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. What's this?
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we? Look around the secret room.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache.
He points up to the rifles under the ceiling. Look, there's a hole in the wall as well. Shine light on the hidden compartment.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
You can do the honors if you want.
Sure. Okay, here's some more rifles. None of these seem to be working. No!
His hand reaches in, rummaging in the dark.
An old Belmagrave rifle. That's rare to find in such good order. Seems to no longer be functional, but still rare. Here.
This should cheer you up.
It's yours, officer. You found this place.
Oh, what does that mean, a rifle here?
It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
He likes this find.
Leave. Well, I'm glad you like the find. A broken Belmagrave rifle from ages past. It's a 4-shot bolt-action military rifle with a wooden frame. Cool. Okay. Why have I come this way first? I should head back the way I came and look at a frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Weird. What's in here then?
2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads off into the darkness, and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby.
Okay, so somebody's still around here then.
Don't rip the red one out. You'll awaken the ghosts.
Let me leave that for now. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Ooh, and an insane mesh tank top. Don't mind if I do. I'm actually kind of interested. What does it look like? Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Where's my jacket? There we go. Right. So... they all head this way, don't they? So let's see. This will be where the rest of them leave then.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxidermy?
Yeah, what is this thing? It looks like a giant ice bear.
The lieutenant doesn't answer. His eyes are glued to the animal. A sharp slice of light shines out from its mysterious belly door.
Crack open the door.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
I'll look inside the refrigerator.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
Okay, so take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge.
So what is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? I imagine this is like one of the shops that ran out of money, that went bankrupt.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
Close the door. A handwritten note you found in the giant ice bear fridge still bears some marks from the fruit-shaped kitchen magnets that were used to secure it to the door. So let's interact with that, see what it says.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Then we should read the notes.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care, Sully Swaff.
I wonder who wrote that note.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here.
Maybe they had to leave in a hurry.
That's a plausible hypothesis.
And the filament memory, that was what I put in the machine, right?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right? It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
And who's the illiterate ginger kid? I'm gonna guess Kuno.
Really? You don't have a single guess?
You mean Kuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Do you have any idea where the frozen ice cream maker could be? It's further down, isn't it?
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
I did. Let's put the note away. Okay. So let me just have a look. I came down that way. Oh, there's the furnace. The walls collapsed. It's inaccessible now. So let's come back that way. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's not your fault, it's me. Can't keep my feet in front of me.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Try to crack open the lid.
You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. No, this is going to need something else. Some kind of super pry bar. Don't even try to open it with a regular pry bar. You're just wasting your time. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your hand.
Okay.
Equip the pry bar by going to the Tools tab in your inventory. From there, you can equip it to a held slot.
What happens if I turn the crank?
Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying, like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur.
Okay. This seems like it'll be pry bar. Let's have a go then. It's going to be a big thing, isn't it? Heroic.
It's buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top.
Yeah, no. Okay. So that's another way up, but we'll just quickly go back and look at the furnace.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like this furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony.
Look inside the furnace.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs.
What are you doing?
The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs.
Wait, really? Maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains we saw upstairs.
Those voices I heard, Maybe it's the malignant entity. Pleasant said it lives in a chimney.
You're right. The rooms do look like they're connected, but malignant entities don't exist. At least not the supernatural kind.
Okay, so we should wet your whistle. What? Okay, hello?
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then,
Hello?
You can hear a woman's voice answer.
you've awakened the entity.
Hello, are you there? Can you speak to me?
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There's a safety curtain on the second floor. I'll open it.
You hear a low rumble upstairs.
Hell yeah.
The sound of a curtain being pulled aside.
After you, officer.
Okay, leave. Let's not kick it with the foot. Before I do that, I just want to see where the other door leads, Kim. I don't know whether I should, like, turn it off so it's not frozen anymore. Maybe. We'll think about it. We'll think. What's up here, then? Oh, this door. Hello. This door is now open. Excellent. Right, fresh, clean, cold air. Crisp coldness. Excellent. Well, let's head back in. Hey guys, thanks for watching me play. If you liked what you saw, consider subscribing to my channel by pressing the button to the right. And if you fancy anything else, watching what I do, then click one of the videos to the left. Anyway, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.